Hi guys, welcome again to my channel Testing Buddy. Today I'm going to share with you what is the growth path of a tester in a company if a tester decides to stay long term. By long term we mean 10 years or more time span within one company. How can a tester grow and what would be the growth path? First approach I'd like to share with you is the Lagard approach, where we see a time span of 8 to 10 years or maybe more. So how we are considering this time span is if a tester joins a company as a junior analyst and he has to get promoted to a test manager. So how much time would it take for him to be promoted to a test manager? Considering standard hierarchies like test analyst, test engineer, senior test engineer, or a test manager, right? Now, for considering a laggard approach, we are saying that a person is doing his job well. However, he is not giving his 100% in the job, and he's only considering it as a 9 to 6 job. He's completing his tasks assigned for the testing on time, and sometimes maybe extending timelines. He is an active member in the team meetings. He discusses the release items like scope, bugs, requirements with the developers and the developer calls. He does the testing and he report the bugs in the timely manner. Now this way the tester is being relevant to the firm as he is doing his job which is required from him. He is delivering a quality release to the clients by testing it 100%, and he is relevant to the firm, so therefore he will not have any danger or a risk as such to be asked to let go. But for his kind of approach, we say that it may take 10 years or more maybe for him to be promoted to a test manager within one company. Let's go to the next approach, which is the growth approach, where we're taking a time span of 6 to 8 years for a tester. In this approach, what we see is that the tester performs the task he was doing in the Lagard approach, plus he also helps the developers in the process of automating all of the repetitive jobs of what developer do while deployment, while doing unit testing, while doing integration testing. He also helps the testing team to bring down the regression time with some innovation. So that innovation could be by removing the redundant test cases or by merging the cases. That innovation could be adding a tool which could help do automation in a faster way. He is also a visible member of QA, which outside of the QA community. So outside of QA community is basically your developers, your production support, your business teams. They all know him. They have heard from him anywhere in the forums or in the meetings. So he's an active member. So with this approach, we have generally seen that a person gets promoted to a manager within 6 to 8 years, and it so all of it depends upon there is a vacancy of manager and how he's performing, and what is his trust factor from the management. Next we have is the aggressive growth approach. This is the fastest approach we have seen in the IT industry, where a person could be promoted within 6 years of time from a junior analyst to a manager also. So along with the two approach we discussed, Lagard and the growth, he has to do some more additional task, and and he has to get the profitability for the company. So he has to help the business teams with some ideas to onboard new clients. So this does not mean that he has to give the names of the clients who are interested in the product, but he has to help business teams in their PDLC strategy, which is your product development life cycle, by which they can advertise to the clients for having this product with the conditions or the criteria which is wanted from the clients for running their business. This tester would also help the production support team. So essentially, if a product is already live and the clients are using it, clients always have some queries, some tasks, some issues. So production support is the first point of contact for them. You can call them client services team, production support, or anything with respect to the terminology, but they are the first team to handle such queries from the clients, and it is always expected that the turnaround time should be the quickest when client is asking something, right? Because this is affecting the business. You also help the relationship managers or product managers with the product documentation and manuals.